Hi friends. Uh, we'll be seeing now one more creational design pattern, which is builder pattern. In earlier videos, I have explained about singleton pattern, factory, and abstract factory pattern. So in this video, we'll be seeing about one more creational pattern, which is called builder pattern. So the basic concept of creational design pattern is creating the objects. So if we see our earlier design patterns related to factory, abstract factory, singleton, so all these are related to creation of objects only. So even builder pattern also is related to creation of objects. So basically, what is actually a builder pattern? This builder pattern is a creational pattern. It is used to construct objects such that they can be decoupled from the implementing system. So basically, what actually a builder pattern, if I say is, so I can say that a builder pattern is nothing but in order to construct an object, in order to construct an object, this object is made up of multiple objects, small objects. So this object is made up of small objects. So this is one object, this is one object, this is one object. So these three objects, like that I can form n objects, like that I can form n objects, and I can create a bigger object like this. I can create a bigger object like this. So that is what actually a builder pattern deals. So basically, what it will do is, so in order to construct a bigger object, in order to construct a bigger object, I can construct this bigger object from smaller objects. I can construct from a smaller objects. And say, for example, if there is a change in particular component of a smaller object, I can only change that particular related code of that particular object, so that the entire actually implementation I need not change. So it's a quite simple pattern when compared to if you say a quite simple pattern in compared to actually when you say singleton pattern. Singleton pattern, what we have seen multiple use cases in singleton pattern, like in multi-threading how that will behave, and how actually a eager initialization happens, how a lazy initialization happens, like that. So I've seen, but this is straightforward. Builder pattern is straightforward. So I have taken a small example in this so that we'll be understanding. Say, for example, when we go for a restaurant, we order for say a meal. So a meal can be associated for adults and for kids. So if you see, kids will be having different types of meal, and adults will be having different types of meal. But as a whole, a meal can be composed of mains. Actually, starters can be also be one of the component. That is the beginning. So mains. Next is drinks and any kinds of desserts. So these are all actually different ways of building a meal. And if you see, I can divide this meal into uh, two different types of main objects, which is called adult meal and kids meal. So in this way, what I'll do is we can have a meal builder for adult. So which will have methods like build drink, build mains, build desserts. And here I just put some small, some actually some small code to just set some values. It's a kind of some business logic. So, and similarly for kids meal builder, also I will be actually putting some the same methods. So it will be the same methods. For example, what will happen is first I will create a abstract class, so which is a meal builder. In that, so I will be writing three abstract methods. So build drink, build means, build dessert. Okay. So this is your meal builder. This is your meal builder. Now any class can extend from this meal builder. So a kids meal builder can extend from meal builder. A adult meal builder can extend from this meal builder, and they can actually implement these methods: build drink, build mains, build dessert. So which are abstract methods in their own way. Okay. So that's how we are separating the. We are making this as a loosely coupled interfaces. So that means I'll write some abstract methods in this, and anyone who wants to extend this, so they can actually uh, inherit these methods, and they can implement these methods. So how an object will be found, we'll see now. So first I will be actually writing this, and then so meal is actually uh, just an object. It is a model. So I'm just creating a model. So with different with the different attributes like mains, desert, drink, I can say this is a model. So that's why I create this as a simple Pojo class. So plain old Java object. Okay. So in this I have put attributes mains, desert, drink. So now, so a meal builder will have this. Now what will happen is a meal director. So a meal director is the one which will actually create a meal. So how he creates a meal is by like this. So you can imagine a real-time entity meal director can be a chef, okay, a restaurant chef. So he can create a meal object. So imagine assume that meal is an object. So a meal object by three components: build drink, build message, so build desert. So these are all smaller objects. So that's what I was telling in the beginning of this session. So in builder pattern, we create a larger object which is called meal with smaller objects: drink, main, deserts. Okay, and finally I'll get a larger object. So in this way, I will build a pattern. So the name builder pattern, why it is called is, say for example, it has been taken from the word building. So building some object or building a larger component. So if I want to construct a building, so a building is constructed from several small objects, right from the foundation to pillars to walls, so everything. So like that, if I want to create a larger object, I will be creating from smaller objects. So in this way, what is the main advantage is once I so a mill director actually has this control, and now we will see the main flow. I'll be just writing a client class to give the demonstration of how this builder pattern works. So what I will do is I will create a builder. So that is of a super class which is builder, but the actual runtime implementation where the object is created as adult meal builder, and then I create a director, and then with the director I create a meal passing the builder object. Now when I say passing the builder object, now it will create a meal related to the adult meal builder. So for example, now if I want to construct a object related to kids, so in this example kids meal builder, so what I'll do, I'll just first for example I'll run this program so that it will be clear. So I'll just run this program. So this will be, so meal items, I'm just printing just for demonstration purpose. So adult cool drinks, food, drink, fruits. So when we say this one, so what will happen now, this meal is belongs to adult. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just instead of adult meal builder, I'll just say kids meal builder. I'll just change, that's all. See, now I'm not changing anything. Okay, I'm just changing the object. In real time you can get this from a factory class also. So what you can do, we can combine this builder pattern and a factory pattern in one class also. Okay. So instead of writing new here, I can create a factory class. From factory class I can get the actual builder object. Okay. So now what I'll do here, so if I say here, now I'll just print this. Now you see I got now kids related thing, kids related meal object. Okay. So how it will happen, so an object is created here. Now a director will actually initiate, driver director is like a driver. So here it will take meal builder, which points to the, so meal builder is here, it is a super class. So in the runtime, this will point to the actual object that is created. So in the client program, what we have given, in the client program, what we have given, if you see the client program, I have given kids meal builder object. So now the meal builder object is pointing to the kids meal builder object. Now you're in director. So when we say director, now this meal builder belongs to kids meal builder object. Now kids meal builder dot build drink, kids meal builder dot build mains, kids meal builder dot build dessert. When we go here, so these methods will be executed, and a meal object is created, so with this, by executing these methods. Okay. So in this way actually a builder pattern is done. It is a quite simple design pattern. Okay. It is a straightforward design pattern. I think everyone understood. Any questions you can just post in the comment section, I'll reply to that. So thank you.